Okay, I'm live. So let me go ahead and say this straight up. Because back in December, I said there's going to be glory or death. Glory or death. Now it's 5:27 p.m. on a Sunday, June 8th, 2025. So I want you to understand it's June 8th, 2025. Now we're almost halfway there, right? With the year. And I said it's gonna be glory or death for me. Now, what happened on my last live stream when I was, and what happened on the Whatever podcast, and what happened on Soul Providers live stream demonstrate why. And Edwin Brooks said this on in the 1700s. Evil exists because because good men do nothing. Evil exists because good men do nothing. Now that's from Edwin Brooke. I think that's. I hope I quote the right person. It was during the Revolutionary period, and he was a British uh, part of the British system, the British government at the time. Now, what happened on Soul Providers Channel when Sister George was told when one fool told Sister George he would bend her over and do X X X X X and everything else X Y and Z. Then you saw what happened. Whatever podcast talking about. Uh, do women enjoy being? If a women orgasm during an act of assault, that means though they really enjoyed it. But y'all want Big J out of here. I see these little punk ass posts y'all made on other people's platforms. I see it. We gonna make sure Big J. We gonna make sure Big J. No, 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 no. Who said I'm going alone? Who said I'm going alone? Big J should have minded his business. Oh, really? When I see a man of 4 or 5 men, 15 men, dogpiling on a woman, when that does that for the next generation of men, and then y'all do this on this idea of manhood. We're here to speak up for men. Really, dogpile on one woman on the panel? And I ain't just talking about just one particular troublemaking ass woman. I'm referring to. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. Somebody want to call? Hold on. I'll be right back. You see, y'all created a culture. I'm back. Y'all created a culture that's endless. Y'all think it's okay to do this, that, and third, and y'all do things without, with such savagery. Y'all are no longer defending men. Y'all's actions for the past 5, 6, 5, 10, even 15 years. And I told you this years ago. I told y'all this 10 years ago. What y'all doing is overboard. It's one thing to talk about men's rights. It's one thing to talk about how boys are getting Ritalin in grade school. It's one thing to talk about how the court system is mistreating young men. We can talk about the education system fucking up young male students. But what y'all doing is out of pocket. I told y'all this 10 years ago on this platform. I told y'all this in 2014 and 2015. When I start making videos in 2014, what I told y'all, I said I agree with this, I agree with this, I agree with this. But then y'all went all totally overboard and did all this heinous bullshit that y'all do online. Y'all brought a goofy ass white man to call CPS on numerous people over here. Then y'all got this woman named Pearl. See, I'm gonna tell you what this is about. Now, Pearl went ahead and Me Too'd a black man. She Me Too'd a black man, but y'all created the black manosphere. Y'all created the manosphere to address the Me Too movement. But y'all side with a white woman who Me Too a black man. What's going on, Angelica? I hope you're all right, because I'm about to head on to work. You know, about to head on to work. I just came here to say what's on my mind real quick. But you say, oh, Big J got to go. Okay, so do you. Got to go too. You got to go too. And let me say this. It not only calling CPS on black women, and it wasn't just no Santeray. No, it's more than that. No, it's more than that. It's more than calling CPS on Santeray. There was E-Japan, 2 other women. The thing is, I got files. Not we, I got files on that. I got the links. I downloaded videos. It's on a disk drive. Because the truth matters with me, not your fucking ass feelings about why you got dumped in high school. How some bitch did this and did that to you in 1997. I don't give a fuck. You went over the line. Y'all need to be addressed. And since YouTube and Google will not address you, maybe somebody else will. That's why I said, listen, if I'm going to address you niggas, it's going to be off YouTube. I said off YouTube, off Twitter, off Rumble, and off any other social media. No, I'm going strictly to what needs to be done. Why you think I did that interview for? Wasn't doing that interview just for I ain't did all these interviews with politicians just for me, you know. No. There's something fundamentally wrong when y'all went overboard doing all this heinous bullshit, and Google, YouTube, Facebook, and Rumble won't do a goddamn thing about that bullshit y'all you niggas was doing. You got a man named Fatty go and sit there and talk about Jay Prince's kids and shit. How come Google and YouTube did not address that shit? Showing pictures of a kid, a half-naked kid. Who would do that bullshit? And Fatty's still around? Where is the community guidelines on that? Where is the terms of service on that? So YouTube can sit there and shadow ban everybody else, like my channel. Like that interview I just did, I should have at least 1,000 views on that. But shout out to MOT for sharing it on his channel. Shout out to Mo Love for showing it on her channel. I appreciate that. I really do. But like I said, this ain't about me caping for some fucking female or caping for some woman. No, you niggas went overboard. And y'all got to be stopped. Y'all think you can just say any old bullshit and there's no recourse? Oh man, yeah, man. I would grab Sister George and fuck her in the ass, and until she shits. You got this white dude, Andrew Wilson, sitting there talking about if women who orgasm during a sexual act. No, excuse me. If women orgasm during a sexual assault, that means she's really is enjoying her being assaulted. We got these stupid ass ideas going around, and then we got these teenagers listen to your bullshit. And then they're going to sit there and perpetrate that shit on some other teenager that happens to be female. Y'all the one putting out this bullshit out here, and all because you're mad about something that happened in 1986, happened in 1997, happened in 1978. Oh man, women trapped me with a baby. Okay, but was you wearing a condom? Condoms been around before for the birth control pill. BGS. You the one who made that infamous video. It's time to make things right again. It's time for and let me say this though. And for some of you niggas who got a hard head and keep on saying this is about sipping for the women, you BWE women, understand when I mention the black manosphere, understand I'm addressing y'all too. No, Angelica, some idiot is trying to create a flag party for the past 2-3 weeks. And I know who they are. One of them is that 400-pound nigga. The other one is an old ass nigga talking about, oh, Big J got to go. We got to do something about Big J. I saw that shit and I screenshot that shit. It's time to make things right again. See, I'm not here to entertain this gender war like Sherrod and PH Diva and them fake ass niggas over there. No. What I said is the truth. Y'all took shit too damn far with the whole I'm gonna bend a woman over and I'm gonna fuck her till she shits on herself. Oh, women um who orgasm during a sexual assault. It's therefore it's not rape. And they got all these thousands and thousands of people, thousands of subs, donations, super chat flowing in and out. I told you, I gave y'all hints what the mission was. I gave back in November and December of 2024. I gave y'all a hint. Some of y'all slow. That's why, and that's part of the reason why, man, we need to return the education. We need to rebuild and remake the Department of Education, because some of y'all lack the capability of comprehending, and some of y'all can't even. Some of y'all might be crack babies. That's why some of y'all are not cognitive. Some of y'all are not cognitive, and y'all sounding like crack babies coming on the fucking panel. Y'all some 1970s, 1980s, 1990s crack baby up online talking this nonsense and don't know what the fuck you talking about. Can't even comprehend a simple English sentence. No, no, ain't gonna be no we. It's gonna be I. Need to address y'all off YouTube. Because this is insanity. And Google allowed this bullshit to continue. Google, and I'm really stressing this at Google though, because Google want a shadow ban, right? Y'all want a shadow ban and do all this whole ass shit. Well, since Google is having a class action lawsuit right now, I guess y'all didn't know about that, huh? Google having a class action lawsuit right now over it, and the government or the court is considering breaking Google up. And who owns? What do you Google owns? YouTube. God is good all the time. You got one of my main enemies destroyed his own channel. Oh, shout out to Full Circle about that conversation we had on my other live stream. Shout out to Full Circle, because Full Circle told y'all it was going to happen. I told y'all it was going to happen. This is what happened when you hang around and placate to reprobates on a regular basis. You fool around with the reprobates and the low class Negroes. That's why the tech bros left your ass. Because you, my nigga, defended that white dude calling CPS on Japan, Sansaray, and I forgot two other people. If the word is if I'm not mistaken, if there's two other people, but I do know about the Japan and Sansaray shit. You thought though you were gonna stand shoulder to shoulder along with Angry Man and O'Shea. You think you're gonna be on the Mount Rushmore of the black manosphere, and that right there, that little bullshit you just did, defending that white piece of shit. You're supposed to have an African wife. but she's up in Kenya and his ass in the West Coast of the United States. But y'all want to chastise others about family values and shit. So you talking about, oh, let's get rid of Big J, blah 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 blah. Okay, that's fine. You should be more worried about me offline than me talking online. And don't and first of all, I do got other channels. Hope you know that, right? Because I'm doing this simultaneously. You think it's just on this channel? Well, it's on my other channel. I'm simultaneously doing this live stream on my two. No, I'm sorry. Read other channels. See, I'm the one who is about that life. I'm not Sherrod. I'm not here to griff. I'm not Brownsville. I'm not here to flirt with other women, calling other women queens, but then won't call his own wife a queen. Yeah, ladies. I'm gonna talk to you ladies in a minute. No, I'm sorry, you so-called ladies, because I ain't calling y'all no ladies. Anybody who support Brownsville bullshit, you ain't no fucking lady, because any woman will sit there and wait, hold on. He called all of y'all queens, but not his wife. Y'all don't sit there and see what the fuck going on. He never called his wife a queen. And Rude Imp, shout out to Rude, even Rude Imp asked that question. How come you don't refer to your wife as a queen? What's going on, Pierre? Yeah. Somebody, you got a few people talking about, oh, Big J this, Big J that. There was a and let me get back to these women here, right? Let me get back to the so-called sisterhood. Don't think because I'm bashing these black Negroes on here. Don't act like I'm on your side. And some of y'all try to think it because you're a female and I'm a man, you think you can shake your pussy at me and shake your ass at me. That might work for a young nigga. I'm in my early 40s. Sex is at the bottom of the list of me worry about. See, I'm not hyper sexualized. See, some of y'all think, oh, well, let me speak some sweet things in Big J's ear. No. You can put your titties up on that camera all you want. You can sit there and shake that ass and twerk all the fuck you want on the panel. You can sit there and bring your ass and smile in my fucking face. Understand that does not move me like that. That might move some 19 and 18-year-old. They ain't move me like that. See, I'm not no blue pill simp. Let me say this again. I'm not a blue pill simp. Because I know about female manipulation. You know why? Because my mama taught me about how women will fuck men up. Now she was no mammy and shit. Because she be talking about how sorry you niggas are. See, See, there is a balance. There is a balance that needs to be taught. But the problem is y'all went overboard. It's time to make things right again. And y'all been fucking up the conversation and fucking up since 2012. Actually, ever since Agent McGowan got killed in 2009, in February of 2009, that's when y'all fucked up. I gave a lot of hints. That interview I did, yeah. In that community post I made, what did I say? Do you think that Google should be punished for allowing the manosphere to exist? I want you to understand what I just said. Didn't say anything about you. I said Google should be punished for not abiding by its terms of service and its community guidelines. Well, Big J, you trying to police our speech? No. I'm talking about community guidelines. I'm talking about the terms of service and how come some people can get demonetized, how some people get shadow banned, but Anger Man still exists, and Anger Man pull guns out on people. Anger Man can sit on his fat ass, get on Fox Soul, and did all that bullshit, but then Anger Man can get online and do this. How many times Anger Man had to pull guns out on people, and he's still alive? He's still on YouTube. YouTube had done a goddamn thing yet. Now that's twice he did that shit. No, well, actually more than that. But this is the footage. One was on Sherrod. The one that's on the right side was on Sherrod when he pulled the gun out. The one on the left footage when he pulled the rifle out, that was on I want to say DJ Kudas. How come he's allowed? How come he's still on YouTube still being? How come he's allowed to be on Fox Soul? How come he allowed to be on this? And no, and don't come to me about jealousy. Don't you dare come to me about jealousy, because if you come here about jealousy, that tells me you. I don't care if you're man or female, male or female, man or woman in this. Don't come to me because you came here to defend this piece of shit right here and defend his fucking actions. But I know, Pierre. They did this. Google did this by design to get angry young men who lonely men to engage in this behavior online, so that they could elect somebody or give credence to or give use as propaganda tools to the president of the United States and MAGA. Y'all want fast fascism because you couldn't get the woman you want. Let me tell you something, niggas. I didn't get the woman that I want. Let me say this to you limb brain Negroes over here. I didn't get the woman that I want. If we want to go back to my dating history, the women that I was chasing after when I was in my teens and 20s and early 30s, I did not get. But y'all act like, oh, it's always her fault. No. It's there's either two things going on. Why she rejected you and why she had rejected me. I'm gonna use myself as an example. Why a woman would reject me? Well, first of all, first of all, I'm too damn guarded. That's always have been my individual problem with women. I guard myself. I put a shield up. Maybe it's on some subconscious level. I'm scared. I don't know what that is. But unlike y'all, I'm being honest. You on the other hand, y'all some assholes. Y'all some assholes. And listening to how y'all talk tells me we got a problem. We got a societal problem that needs to be fixed. Now back to the point. First of all, there's there's two reasons why women reject you. Well, is either what you did, what she did, or the circumstances why things don't work out. And y'all don't want to talk about the circumstances. And then y'all don't want to talk about yourself. But you think it's always her. Oh, she's a hoe. She's a 304. So what? And why do you still worry about a hoe? If this woman is a quote unquote real four, right? Why do you still worry about it when that shit happened when you was 25 and now though you almost 47, 48, 49, 50 years old still talking about it. But you were 25 when this bullshit happened. Why do you still worry about when you almost halfway when one foot is already in the grave? Bianchi said, I always get the woman I want because she wants me. Now that's a Bianchi, I agree with you on that. But sometimes some women don't really tell you. You know, they expect you to ask. Some women think that men supposed to read their minds and shit. Well, why didn't you pursue me? I'm just sitting out putting out signals out. How? But you know what? I'm not talking about that's one of the frustrating things I have. How women will tell you they're putting six signals out, but then they will not sit there and be upfront. Hey, man, I like you, nigga. Oh man, I like you. Here's my number. If you like somebody, just tell him. If you really like this man, just tell him so y'all can stop all this. Oh, I'm waiting for him to say he don't. Some of us are so busy with life. We're not really ain't really. You know, I could be doing something, and you're talking to me. I'm like, okay, I'm treating you with a respect. Blah 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 blah. Right. But if you like this person or you like me, just say it so we can sit there and move shit along. Because a lot of us is trying to get things move move it. You know, you know. I ain't saying women should get on their knees with a diamond ring and ask a man out. That's not what I'm asking. Some of y'all don't even know how to sit there and y'all keep telling me, well, I'm putting out choosing signals. How? Smiling? Down here in the South, down here in Texas, women smile all the time. That don't mean shit. Women always be saying, "Hey baby, hey honey." We say that shit all down here in the South. What are you talking about? That's not choosing signals down here. That's how people down here talk. Now the women stop saying that because now though women stop smiling and women have stopped doing all this, hey baby, hey sugar, what's going on? Because the communication has fucked up, and a lot of people, a lot of men think, oh, she want me sexual, she teasing. No, that's Southern culture, and y'all not reading the room. But other than that, though, y'all never explored why you fucked up. Y'all never explored why the circumstance that you live in is the reason why you're single. The reason why a relationship does not work out. But for y'all to come online and make statements like, "I'll fuck Sister George in the ass until she shits." Now I'm gonna say it's to soul provider because truism said the same thing. I'm gonna repeat what truism said. Even truism was actually disgusted by that shit. And this is my problem with some of you content creators. Y'all think that shit should have just carried on. Even truism had to come out the fucking woods, come out the woodwork and say, why did y'all allow all that shit? Homeboy got on the panel and told Sister Joy, bitch, I'll fuck you in your ass until, man, you shit. I'll grab you and do X, Y, and Z. It's too late now, soul provider. Everybody recorded the shit already. And then you sit there and you said, well, it was hard for me to kick him off the panel. No, it wasn't. When Vision was saying that bullshit, you should have booted his ass out. But no, and this is my problem with a lot of you niggas. Y'all think that shit was entertainment. Y'all thought that shit was, oh yeah, man, that shit was funny. Even truism he had to say something about that shit. It was so diabolical. Even truism, who is a no good ass nigga, even he had to sit there and he said, whoa. Even he had to come out and we know how disgusting truism is. Y'all think everything is for entertainment purposes. Y'all thought that shit was funny. And yes, not you got to give her credit because she cooked and fried that nigga straight to hell. She did. But the bitch nigga got back as soon as she left and he came back on there. Then he started to do all that. He still continued the bullshit. Yeah, Edwin Brooke is right. Evil exists because good men, do nothing. They allow shit like this to occur. And this is what. And shout out to Angelica from this morning. There's a difference between being responsible and being accountable. Let me say this again. Shout out to Angelica when she was talking to AB over here. There's a difference between being accountable and being responsible. You know black men are looked upon in a certain way. There's been a lot of black men are looked upon a certain way. We know this for 500 years. Half of a millennia, black men been looked upon as rapists, criminals, thieves, killers, thugs, slaves, blah, 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 blah. All that shit, right? You should be responsible when you see a nigga saying he's going got on a live stream not once but twice on 2 occasions, said he was going to do this to a woman, and y'all thought that shit was funny? No, soul provider, you should have been responsible in stopping that shit when he said it the first time. You should have booted his ass off the fucking panel. No, well, it was hard to. It, it was hard. Even truism had to say, I don't know, it was truism or somebody said, well, why didn't you allow that to occur? Well, it was hard for me to kick him out. No, nigga, that shit ain't hard. No, you want popularity. You want to be liked. Being liked does not mean, see, some of y'all want popularity. This tells me right there, for a lot of y'all, and this is what me and Full Circle was talking about this, about what happened to Reg, right? When Reg shut down his channel. And me and Full Circle was talking about this. This is what happens when you try to satisfy people in order to be liked. When you don't have a backbone, when you have no moral backbone. Now I know some idiot gonna talk about, well, Big J, what about you and Rude Imp? I told Rude Imp to get the fuck off YouTube. When he was exposed of being there, I told Rude straight up, and Rude can sit there and tell you, I told Rude to get the fuck off YouTube for at least a year. So I don't want nobody to come back, because we know how niggas like to gaslight, and then they use the gaslighting to virtual signal and shit. There's video on video, especially on Bomb Cherry Channel, when I told Rude, get the fuck off YouTube. So I don't want to hear none of you niggas talking about, well, Big J is being a hypocrite. All you gotta do go on Bomb's channel and see it. Because I said it about 15 goddamn times. But y'all don't like that, because, you know, the reason why y'all ain't gonna fight it, because I wasn't yelling at Rude. Y'all wasn't, the thing was, I was talking like this, right? I'm talking slow and calm, like I'm speaking now. And so when I'm speaking calm and slow and sounding in my regular voice, what y'all do, right? Y'all don't pay attention. Because the only thing that gets y'all attention is me screaming and yelling at you bitch ass niggas. There's a whole lot of things I be saying y'all could agree with. But the problem is, y'all take shit too damn far. Andrew Wilson said women who gets an orgasm during an assault is actually enjoying the insult. And people over here defending Andrew Wilson. You got Jalen get on the panel and said, oh, I'll fuck you till you bleed. Telling Bomb Cherry, I'll fuck you till you bleed. That happened a year, 2 years ago when he said that bullshit. But y'all thought that shit was funny. No, y'all want y'all want mental illness. Y'all perpetrating mental illness. Y'all want y'all's misery. Yeah, 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 yeah. And that's what Ty City said on that panel. Everybody should have blocked Jalen. I've been telling people, why won't y'all just block Jalen? Block him. I'm glad I'm not the only one who's saying that shit. Because he gets on panels and he says some crazy ass shit. Y'all, and y'all think, and and I don't want to hear nobody said, well, Big J, you know what? That's my problem with Sherrod. You don't sit there and talk about we trying to rebel. What did Sherrod say? We trying to rebel against this, that, and the third, the remedial rhetoric by the rim, bro. But Jalen can come on the panel, y'all, and y'all make Jalen to a mascot. And shout out to MOT. Shout out to Man of Tomorrow for lighting the fire under Jalen's ass. Get up on Jalen's ass. No homo. You know what I'm saying? Jalen needs a job. He doesn't need to be on no panel saying some crazy shit. I'm here to rebel against remedial rhetoric. Really? If that's what the case, Sharon Bracey, then kick this nigga off the panel then. That's why I don't like the nigga. Because don't claim you're anti-manosphere and you're anti-remedial bullshit, and then all thing you care about is the money part. I'm gonna make money off of it. It's always about the money. It's all about, oh, I'm here to make content. No, not for everybody, not for me, because I see this as a social disease that need to be addressed. Because what's going on online is bubbling itself up into the public. When I saw Entertainment Tonight having Kevin Samuels up on there, I knew then. When I saw Kevin Samuels on Entertainment Tonight, when I saw Roland Martin with his sorry ass, Roland Martin was talking about Kevin Samuels. When I see CNN talking about Kevin Samuels, I already knew then that this shit is bubble up to the public space. And now y'all voted for a fascist who's sending the National Guard into Los Angeles. While you niggas will sit talking about, well, the black woman is destroying the black community, but then how come American troops is marching into South Central LA? Where you niggas live at? And I don't want to hear nobody say, Big J, you're jealous. Big J, no, shut the fuck up. Y'all are a part of the problem. Y'all will not address the problem with a psychologist. Y'all will not address y'all's personal problems, but then y'all would rather look to another degenerate and try to use this degenerate, the orange degenerate, to vote for him for office because you're mad at some black woman. Let me tell you something. I've been rejected plenty of times. I don't give a. Listen, it sucks. You gotta be a punk ass nigga to vote for a political candidate for the sole purpose to get back at some bitch. Yeah, I said the word, some bitch, quote unquote. I ain't calling her a bitch. I'm using y'all's words, not mine. Y'all mad at some bitch from high school. Y'all mad at some 304 from college. Well, some of y'all don't even. Most of y'all don't even go to college, much less a schoolhouse, much less a library. How some of you niggas sound and talk. Y'all would rather vote for, y'all rather 2020 and 2024 and, 2016, 2020, 2024. Y'all sit there and would rather vote for this orange idiot because you're mad at some woman 25, 35, and in case for BGS 50 years ago. That woman either already, she probably be living it up. She might be dead. She might be in destitute. She moved on. But you still stuck in a mental state back when you was in y'all's teens and 20s and you're 50. You're 45, 50 years old, and you're still talking about some wench. Y'all's words, not mine. Some wench in 1986. Obsidian. I didn't get my prom date. And I said what I said, though, on my last live stream. I want a congressional hearing. I want Obsidian. I want Angerman. I want Rollo Tomasi. I want Fresh and Fit. I want Andrew Wilson. And I want the owner of Google, Facebook, and Twitter, to be on a fucking congressional hearing so we can ask, are y'all a hate group? And if not, then what that is. That's what I want to see. And I mean what the fuck I said. That's why I'm doing interviews. Because I want to see this happen. Because, in fact, I'm going to tell you right now, niggas, you are in the fucking way. Y'all been in, because of y'all's depravity and y'all's immorality, you are in the way to address what happened to Brian Banks. You niggas are the fucking problem. Get in the way when it comes to what happened to not only Brian Banks, to the black men in Denton, Texas, when that young white girl said, I was raped in the back of a truck, and have all them white people be up in rage in north part of Texas. You are in the way. It's time to get y'all out of the fucking way so we can address the real goddamn problems. You've been in the fucking way. You always have been in the way. Wyatt Gibson is still free. While Native Gibson framed Brian Banks for grape when he was in the classroom. Well, he was in the hallway and he grabbed me and we went under the stairwell. Brian Banks was in class. He was nowhere to be seen to that location at the high school where that alleged assault happened. How come she's still free? You niggas get up in the fucking way because y'all try to sit there and live vicariously through him. Well, that happened to me. No, it didn't. And then y'all try to make Wanetta Gibson into this thing as an avatar to represent all women, especially black women at that. No, niggas, y'all got to get the fuck out the way. You're in the way. Y'all in the way of honest conversations. Y'all in the way of people coming to an understanding and agreement. Yeah, yes, May. Yes, May. I want Google. I want Facebook. I want Twitter to be breaking up into 1,000 different pieces. I want a somewhat of a RICO thing. I don't know. Fuck it. If they want to make up some law, shit, make up a law up. Don't give a fuck. Angry Man on Fox Soul. Christian Carazon on Fox Soul. They've been perpetrating hatred for years. And you niggas are the fucking pawns. Fox Soul is owned by Fox News, and Fox News is owned by Sky News, and Sky News is owned by what? Rupert Murdoch, and Rupert Murdoch is one of the biggest racists in America, the biggest racist in Australia, and the biggest racist in Great Britain. But y'all on Fox Soul. Yay! Yeah, we got Christian Carazon, the Angry Man over there. Yay! And Angry Man gonna talk. Angry Man, he did a little punk ass live stream. Why women want to work? Nigga, women been working since Adam and Eve walked out the garden. You dumbass. Women been working gardens and taking care of houses. You stupid ass idiot. Women been working when God told Adam and Eve, since y'all ate this damn fruit, get the hell out. Even then, in the Garden of Eden, they still was working. God told Adam and God told Eve, hey, name all these animals and these things then. They'll still work. Angry Man. Say something stupid. Ridiculous. Y'all got a mindset of a fucking grub worm. Y'all can't compute. And that, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna head my black ass to work because I gotta pay these taxes. I gotta take care of some personal shit. May, exactly. Women have always been working. America, most countries, economy would crash and women did not feel that. Yeah. Going to do some stupid ass, and that's why Angry Man blocked me too. You know, I'm gonna tell you why Angry Man blocked me. Angry Man blocked me because we pulled a gun out. You know. So anyway, I'll see y'all next time. I'm out. Have a good one.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.